Continuando. Ah, por isso que ele jogável é azul. Fica com o nome de andarilho ao invés de caramujo.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information. These memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but now
All right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation. Is that because this is kind of like... You could say that.
I hear footsteps. This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built... No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite You're awake. Huh. Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer and the rest is history. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately...
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life? Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Ué, Naida?
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty...
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing...
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. He kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, after his mother died, the child stayed in the... After leaving Tatarasuna, the Balladeer ran into the... What happened to the child? He died from his illness while he was still very young. The Balladeer came home one day.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
E volta lá pra cima. Não,
You do
não.
realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you.
Vou pra corte.
What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or
Não morreu?
you continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Ele não reage, né? Reage.
Well, Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Useless.
Vai pegar? Não.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the delusion in the original version of events. The such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You
What do you have to gain from belittling your perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being
What a sharp. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible.
Surely you're not worried about...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash must make... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still... Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little
Ela só
Tom.
saudável.
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Prepare to die, fool! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Huh.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome.
Oh,
I
yeah.
look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they'd think if they knew that nothing matters to you apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He's getting the beavers out of Paimon. Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets?
Questionamento contra questionamento.
Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you.
Que
I
foi
finally
isso?
realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self. I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasu will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
Mano, como assim? Será que tá reagindo ao poder dele?
Hey! Are you done yet?
chaos will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Ele bloqueou. Será que é o mesmo escudo que ele fez na árvore? Não. A Nemo. Ah, ele recebeu a visão Nemo. Que da hora. Lente.
Die. This is trying my
O que
patience.
ele faz?
Have you got any more stupid questions? Insignificant past! How amusing. Too slow. Squall and Fury. Feeble human. Quit following me. Behold, at my command, you shall fall. You're dead.
Calma.
Unsightly insects. Feeble human. The wind rises. Behold, my endless cycle begins! Imbecile! Get out of my sight. What did you expect? I'd never lose.
There's the tone of voice again. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. You sound like, but don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream...
Come on. Look.
A Ana ri da DM de tudo. Ah, não apareceu.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon. It feels like we... You don't like being addressed by that...
It's fine. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, what you were looking for, is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world, Lesser Lord Kusanali. You purposely left that information in Irminsul.
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then
Very
Verdade.
clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful... Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good... Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are...
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irmin's, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsoul. What exactly happens before and after that? I will track.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsoul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't...
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. Some things in this world can never be brought back. And they can never be changed. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And whatever is meant to be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether...
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Hyman doesn't even know where to start, but...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name? Ooh! Hyman wants to pick an ugly nickname!
Why?
Because...
Then I hope we don't see much...
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name... No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name...
Have you got anything?
Nossa! Andarilho mesmo.
Are you sure? Oh, alright.
Oh, legal isso. Não esperava.
Here. Now you have...
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't need to see you again. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall.
Vai ser minha
Even though
culpa.
the events have been erased from the world, they still
I see. Huh? But...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Alright. Let's goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone. What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in the instant. Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, so we can finally go eat? Thank you both. I hope you we'll find somewhere.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone...
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they can... Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, all these expressions of life is a story too long.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, good, huh? Look at them. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like, Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Ela mesma. Só que eu não lembro dos caramuxos.
You sound lost, and I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find...
Huh? Is there some...
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps when a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may like a vase that falls to the ground, whether it is broken by
Sim.
Who are you?
Será que é os princípios celestiais?
history does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eye.
The voices just... And who the heck was that? And what were they... Anyway, that thing feels wrong just leaving it there.
Capricharam, hein? O que é aquilo? Ah, pena, pra mandar o nome dele. Ato 6? Como assim, mano? Velho. Nossa. Derrote. Espelha alguma coisa. Sinceridade pela prisão. Ah. Até isso tem.
Useless.
Mazrur.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey.
Who's asking? Do you need something?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery.
Será que é do Dice Leaf?
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough. So,
He just wrote next
So the address is Pine?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I'd failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regular... Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is.
Come on,
Keia? Oxi. Caiu.
He's here in Sumeru. Now, from what he wrote in the letter, or maybe he's just being sneaky. Yeah, the letter says that he...
Estranho. Caribou. Lembra pirata mesmo. 16.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Sorry, sir.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please.
Kaya, you're really here. Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler.
Oxi, renderizou,
Looks
cancelou a
like the
renderização.
gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do... The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is...
And? How...
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice...
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess don't...
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets past...
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances is...
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though.
And?
Alguém
Do I
observando?
have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, well, all right, since you're so interested. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending... I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots?
Oxi.
In Conria, which is said
Próximo
to have been...
Sumeru.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo. It wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader... It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more... Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
Ah, tinha que ser.
My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of... But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in, as well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from... This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, these days, my surname, Albrecht,
Albert.
is probably the only...
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Do nada.
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted.
Nossa.
Descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you...
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old...
I'm surprised that you take me at my word.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Nossa. Só de ver os olhos dele.
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely...
Kaya, You're not involved with the Abyss Order.
Hey,
Os
hold
olhos
on now.
estelares.
This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute.
Well,
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
you don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaning. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be.
I mean to investigate the loop.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from it. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories...
So, you're going to the.
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in...
Well, what are we
Não,
waiting for?
os sábios estão
Maybe
estudando.
some secret that's laying hidden for.
No. Now is not the time. No. I'm still waiting for my drink.
Mano. Não sei o quão alto, então vai aqui mesmo. Adeus. Nada aparentemente.
Wait.
What about it? It looks pretty normal.
Yes. The forest has barely changed from... Let's search the area and see what we...
Is this a field? It must be. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You can.
Campo que não se planta nada?
It's an extinguished spawn. Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to put.
Nothing else stands out in this area.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging.
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in...
If you.
Got it.
There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside. Huh? It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's
Será que é espelho comum mesmo?
Hey, look! It's a bowl!
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy...
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl?
Cama arrumada, sem bagunça.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. What sort of person would want to live here? Doesn't look like there's anything else worth their attention.
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious... But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises?
It's not much. Just some minor...
Monsters? Wow! His ears are sharp, just like his nose! He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although, for someone who's as full of surprises as Jane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was a ley line anomaly, perhaps. Okay. I'll go slightly further.
What? You're going alone?
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely... Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating...
Fair enough. Good thing there's a bonfire over
Adventure time.
Só que a fogueira não acende? Esse é da hora. Ah, acende.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone changing the subject. We came together, but now it's back. So don't take this the wrong way or anything, but
Melhor que nada, credo.
oh, you stop it. So, next question. Don't know if it's the stars? Wow. Yeah. Paimon understood, but we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Paimon principles, and you too, Teyvat. You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up. Oh, come on, don't say that. Paimon just nighty-night.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has... What a deep sleeper. You... Tears? Alright. Rest here a bit...
Cadê a Paimon? Estranho.
Halt! What? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should your travel companion. Your companion departed. What business is that of yours, Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? I've been observed still. I'm warning you. No. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Just move aside. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I would. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on then.
O que tem aqui agora? Tinha outra pessoa? Tá machucado.
Mind your... Oh, how could he be? He was too young for any... So don't you lay a finger on him. Just... Huh? You... No, Conria.
Os olhos estelares.
Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. Oh, I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand it's fun. And all who place faith in the gods are. That may be. But the fact is, this wretched curse of immortality. The curse. It was. We lost our home. Our loved ones. All we can do is watch helplessly. Because although Conria began with us, any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the great.
Os que nasceram em Caírem viraram imortais. Os que não nasceram lá, mas moravam lá, viraram Silchors.
Those whose ancestry belongs to the domains of other gods. He is Caribert.
Nossa.
How times have changed. I was a noble of Conria, by blood. Then, one day, I met a Caribert. Faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. After all that, I always owed him much, and now she was. We were separated. It could be worse. And now that I have, if nothing else. Yes, that reminds me,
Oxi. Cadê a Paimon? Será que ele fez uma coisa com ela?
Over here. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought well, it's because one which will help him to recover his. I do not hope to break the curse, but it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the royal. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved The gods have already punished us. What is? Never mind. As long as you understand. As it happens, I am in. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear. Okay. To start.
Eu tenho azul, esse eu não sei.
Also, do you have any
Acho que tenho.
Sumeru's regional specialty? Oh, wonderful. This is the method.
Remédio proibido sem nome da corte real.
Is it done? In all honesty, well, the moment has finally arrived. No! I said before that this medicine means we must pay a visit to a Let's go.
Mentira. Rapaz. Ainda bem que tem um negocinho aqui, ó.
Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of wisdom, you and your kind destroyed my. god of wisdom, my son, Caribert. If everything the gods then, I bow to you. All I ask is, please, God, I...
Nossa, tá muito zoado a minha área de acesso. Ali em cima. Daqui dá? Deixa eu ver. Dá.
Caribert? We've prepared. Caribert, it's me.
Acho que ele vai atacar o cara.
It's your father. Caribert, Caribert. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born, but I'm here now. Are you still angry? I know. I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please. Please. Oh, gods above. You took. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. I knew it. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, no. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years. Let's go. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual... I grow them. The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity. There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I'll be here, watching Caribert. Once you're back, good. Then please...
Agora dá? Não. Sempre esqueço que a folha é a saída. Um tonto.
Ah, you're back. Caribert's condition. Still, anyway. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, good.
Será que não era pra atacar os bichos? Agora que eu tô morrendo. É assim mesmo.
Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless.
What happened? Was it monster? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have... Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take... Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another...
Coitado do cara, mano.
Oh, I have been so very wary for many years. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. We're here. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Cory Bear! Oh no, he must have... Come on!
Useless.
Ah, foi no bicho. Tá saindo de Sumero. Ah, o despenhadeiro é onde eles ficam. Quando estão no fim da vida.
That's not Cory Bear. Right. Cory Bear's scarf. My eyes must be going. Yes. Yes.
Precaução.
Did it go in here? Well... What a ghastly place. Has it... Huh. It looks like there... I've never... Oh...
Será que eu posso passar por eles? Eu tenho que esperar eles avançarem. Melhor esperar. Ou não. Oxi, azul.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
Tenho que matar, né?
Useless. Boring. Let's light it up.
Vai ter mais bicho, né? Acho que não.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Isso merece ficar cada vez melhor. Tudo bem que isso aqui é de Liu, certo? Minério. Sabe? Ah, não pegou.
Let's light it up.
Tá bom, então. Rapaz, quase me deu tapa.
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself? It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Falta uma. É, bichão.
Worthless.
Oxi, é a base deles?
Halt, humans. Fate has not granted you the right. Do you insist on an audience?
Apóstolo Cryo.
Then I grant you the trial.
Esse é novo mesmo.
Have fun with this gift. I'm going in. By royal decree. Disappear. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Prepare to die, fool. Worthless. Off we go. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Teamwork is trim.
Vai. O elemento certo é muito pai. Essa aqui, mano. Então aí.
Let's light it up.
Who was that? He was a perfect. He had the most wondrous, and yet you were able to defeat him. Let's continue on. I have.
Ser perfeito. Parece que está do 7 também. Não, do 7 não, do 7 tem aquela capaz arredondada.
Off we go.
I think.
Só que é uma escala bem maior.
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure. You need no longer hold back your resentment. Go forth, become a transcendent one.
Se transforme.
Shed a tear at the end of time.
Vai transformar o cara.
When I saw that thing, my heart was. I feel good. Oh,
Luminosa. Lembra da magia Ono. Ono, não sei a pronúncia correta.
Cory Bear. Oh, thank goodness. He's still okay. I have a stroke for this to happen. Right? You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps I have to try.
Vai piorar, filho.
Cory Bear.
Fala o nome dele.
Oh, my. You see? Mama is.
Of course.
Yes. How do you?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. Papa!
Don't panic, son. It's just. There's no more Conry here. No more. In this world, you have to be.
Am I?
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf. Yes, really. You've only. Oh, and never understand?
Okay, Papa. I won't.
Verdade, a gente nunca viu sem. Tadinho.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am. I knew that placing my hope, once a murderer, always a murderer. But the god we saw in that cave, that wondrous power, it was. Now then, after piety is hardly my area of expertise. A sinner? Oh, don't be upset. You and I have both witnessed his divine power when at the no matter. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Por outro lado, o filho tá acordado. Os dois estão em risco. Tem pouco ainda. Rapaz. Nem dropa. Como é que pode? Tem um desenrolar bem inesperado, hein? Será que vai ter monstro de novo? Agora só linha reta. O que eu ainda pergunto?
Everybody stand back! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here!
279.
Off we go!
Os três ainda.
Useless!
Impossible! The Hilichurl worship... Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. It was
Tá
neither
dentro dele.
illusion nor coincidence. And let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it. Could he really?
Cadê o filho agora?
Cory Bear? Where has he? Oh, no. Maybe someone else came by it. No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in, and no sign of anyone have. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by? Wait a minute.
O espelho. Acho que ele se viu no espelho.
The mirror, it's broken. He must have taken his mask off. If he'd just done as he was told. We have to find him.
Oxi, mas já tava quebrado. Será que isso aqui é no passado? Ou será que o espelho tem alguma coisa? De cara já tinha suspeitado do espelho. E tinha aquela folha com o negócio
It's
em cima.
his scarf. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Cory Bear! Cory Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest Rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen
I asked you first.
I said, have you seen?
Hey, whoa! There are Hilichurls everywhere.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out
You... Forest...
You're raving mad!
Curse you all. forest rangers.
I don't get it. Why make such...
He'd only just regained his mind, so tell me. Forest rangers.
Jeez. You're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction.
Será que ele inventou?
Wait, you're leaving? Not.
Cory Bear, stop! Whatever you saw, I told you. We're... Cory Bear? How could this happen? Come, Cory Bear. We have to go home now.
Papa.
Cory Bear.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Cory Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all
Será que
too
vai se jogar?
much. Papa.
Finally.
Ué.
Aha! Traveler! Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, of course you haven't. With your... In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire... My real name is Clotar.
Albrecht. Fundador do Abismo.
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, eh? The power in... I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it?
Será que isso é sonho?
At long last, I have... That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. Salvation for it. Cory Bear did not deserve his fate, but now... It's wonderful. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Sinister. Oh, I never imagined that you, of all... We once believed that you would bring to us. You were the abyss. And the one who controls the abyss. We yearned. But what did you bring up? Oh, princess of Conria.
São as memórias dela.
Why did he just call me?
O rosto dela mini.
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
O Dainsleif. Ah, tudo começou com um espelho.
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Jaime was...
What happened while you were on... I checked the ley lines nearby. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. After 100 years, he lost that his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously, you could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your
So you saw her memories from centuries ago. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate, and it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribe. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the... Indeed. Clearly this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. What is it?
The field?
You mean here?
You scared the Duke out of Paimon!
Mano.
Did you rebury them yet?
Será que é um
Male
corpo?
and female skeleton.
Dois corpos.
Buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were what? Unless Clotar Alberich finally... This all raises far too many
Ah, o
questions.
filho enterrou ele.
I need time to think. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just...
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might...
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions that if the time is right...
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that...
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else...
What? Why?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest.
O Doutor também é o picador. O que ele fez, será?
Like that. It's back to be... What is it?
Ó. Interessante. Agora é Fontaine. Nossa, acho que eu vou demorar um tempo pra ir pra Fontaine ainda.
Good old caravan rebat. Huh. Now let Paimon... Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been so much time as Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita
Só
won't
roupa de
have any
Fontaine.
more new... Yeah, guess you're right. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
A cara dele.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when he was
Nossa.
super tired, Paimon got caught. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should...
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's deep, but never mind that. What...
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing. That's when I saw you two all the way over there. Chat. Huh?
Ficar de
Can't say I
vez.
saw that coming. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. Hey, how about I gap?
Thanks, but no need.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon...
I see. Guess you... Though, now that I think about it...
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now.
Goodbye, dear.
E aquele cara vai apontar, hein? Nossa! Será que é de barco que atravessa? Tipo viagem rápida? Que da hora! Olha a estátua aí na frente. É o quê? Terra da Justiça, Reino da Justiça, uma coisa assim. Nossa, eu já tô em Fontaine. Bom, peguei o TP, hein? Calma aí. Ele aparece normal no mapa? Aparece, tá. Então vamos esquecer isso aqui por enquanto. Pegar mais baú, fazer mais quests, ver o que mais eu posso pegar de gema, missão secundária e vendo as coisas. Certo. Narukami. Aí as coisas pra fazer. Também tem isso.